If you have time to drink and have time to smoke that dank, you have time to give God thank. Welcome to the Cross Platform Podcast Thanksgiving episode.
Dude, I don't got a bit for this episode.
Yeah, that's why I did one. Because you didn't have one.
No. How did you know that I didn't have one?
Because you said it like 10 seconds before we started recording.
I'm the funny guy. I'm the one who does the bits. I'm the one who wins.
Are you funny? Because you're not really doing it right now.
I'm the gamer boy.
You know what? I'll give you that one. That's fair.
I'm the gamer boy. It's me.
You're gamer boy sans Undertale.
I'm the one who wins.
Okay, well, it's been a little bit of a hiatus. About 2 weeks, I think, at this point.
And if you're really interested, you could check the Instagram. We're not going to go into too much detail about it, but basically we just took a little bit of a
We took a bit of a high noonitis, and we are back.
And that's okay, because we're a small channel right now.
Exactly.
And it's not like we're letting too many people down. Just like, look, we can't do it right now. We're going to have a little bit of a longer episode today.
Yeah, and then today is going to be, I mean, at least at the very beginning, by the time this is airing, it'll be the day before Thanksgiving. Everybody's going to be eating some good food. Everybody's going to be probably smoking weed with their cousins at some point.
Hey, if you live in Colorado.
You don't need to live in Colorado to smoke weed.
A couple other states, okay? And I guess if you're white, it was never illegal.
Exactly, because nothing's ever illegal if you're white.
Dude, nice. I just high-fived myself.
Also, you didn't even high-five me. That would have just been a slap in the face.
I just slapped myself in
the face. Okay. We just want to say, before we start the episode, Happy Thanksgiving to everybody.
Oh, yeah. If you're watching this on Thanksgiving. Otherwise, fuck you.
Yeah, because if you're not watching us on Thanksgiving, why are you watching this on Thanksgiving?
Okay.
Go eat with your family. Spend time with them.
And if you're watching this on the day after Thanksgiving, especially fuck you, because Black Friday.
Yeah, go shopping for your family. And if you're watching this if you're watching this on Saturday, fuck you, because you should be spending time with your family. It's a Saturday.
Okay, look. If you're watching this on Monday, fuck you. Why aren't you at work or school? You fucking idiot.
Basically, what we're trying to say is, fuck you.
Yeah. We're really thankful people, right?
Yeah, exactly.
We're like good people.
We're really thankful for everybody we just told to go fuck themselves, basically.
Yeah, dude, fucking, dude.
I'm thankful for my family, my friends, and especially you, Jake, because
dude, thank you.
I wouldn't get through a lot of stuff if it wasn't for your fucking shitpost dumps every time I go on PS4.
Yeah, when we just send you memes.
And when I'm saying that, I mean he stockpiles memes until we get back to talking to each other, and it's usually 60 plus.
Oh yeah, there was one time I went to my programming class, and we weren't learning a whole lot, so I just was looking at my phone and saving memes, and it were My Hero Academia memes, and there were so many fresh ones. So when I got home and I got on the PS4, I just said, Connor, I'm sorry in advance. And then I just dumped him with at least 120 pictures all at once.
I'm pretty sure my phone froze at one point.
Because there were so many. I know there was. I just had so much on that. But really, the thankful thing, ditto. You're like a brother I never had. We're both only child, you see. But in the life light of things, we are brothers, and
I'm very thankful
glad
I
we
have
aren't
you.
Actual brothers, because we would hate each other.
Yeah, I'm very thankful I have you, because my parents decided to stop after one mistake, so I'm glad that I have you.
Dude, I thought, I could say the same, but I'm pretty sure they stopped because my dad couldn't produce sperm.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Your dad couldn't produce the nut.
Too many drugs.
Oh.
I was actually kind of a miracle, the one time he could produce it.
And I'm glad, because you're alright.
Yeah, dude, I don't know. I'm alright. I could say that I'm pretty much a miracle, and that just means I'm alive for a reason. I am not a believer in God, but I'm pretty thankful for my own life. For Thanksgiving, that's a pretty good thing to be thankful for.
Hell yeah.
I don't know if that's narcissistic, but fuck am I happy to be alive. As much as I hate myself and want to die. Oh my fucking god, I need to stop having Dr. Pepper before we do a podcast. I'm so sorry.
I know, you're just ripping burps left and right. Jesus.
It was good when it was like for a joke, but now it's just going off.
But I mean, Thanksgiving is a time to basically just kind of look around you and everything you have in your life. You know, the roof over your head, the podcast that you have with your best friends, the games that are coming out to play with your best friends. That's going to basically ruin your friendship.
I'm going to kick your ass. But that's not what we're talking about right now.
No, listen, Jake. If you come at me with that shit again, I'm going to pee your pants.
What?
You heard me.
How does that make any sense?
It's a threat. If you come at me again with that shit, I'm going to pee your pants.
Dude, why?
I'm going to walk up to you.
Don't do it.
I'm going to walk up to you, peenie in hand, and I'm just going to aim and fire. I won't hesitate, bitch.
Hold on. I need to... Okay. We're going to... Hold on. Okay.
Are you okay?
I forgot something real quick.
I feel like he's looking up a video.
No.
That's not any more convincing.
Okay, so what we were saying before, we'll get back to that whole thing. I'm gonna kick your ass and smash Ultimate, but I'm really thankful to have you, and really thankful to have all my family here with me this year. We haven't actually had a meetup in a while. We're all gonna be in a cabin today or this week. I do have to work for the next 3 days before that. I'm gonna hate it, but I'll be okay. And I also have to do a lot of homework, but that's okay too.
Mm-hmm.
You know how it is. Like,
that's work and school.
It's how it be. Oh my fucking Jesus Christ.
Oh my goodness.
But yeah, Thanksgiving is a very special time, and I'm excited to actually help cook this year. I think.
Oh, are you gonna help cook?
Yeah, because I've had a work experience now ever since the last time we all met up like this.
Oh yeah.
Past couple of years, it's just been me and my mom, and sometimes Eddie, occasionally her boyfriend, and he lives with us now. I think he did last Thanksgiving too, but basically we're all together now, and we're all actually gonna have a proper Thanksgiving dinner. So me and Emma are gonna help this time around.
That's really good to hear.
It's gonna be great. It's gonna be a good time, and I'm excited for it. But at the same time, I don't want to do anything. I just want to be at home and sleep.
And it's you have your first day off in forever, and all you want to do is sleep.
Dude, I mean, all of Saturday, all of yesterday, me and Emma just slept. Honestly, we were in bed most of the day, and then this morning when we woke up, we watched Kiki's Delivery Service. It was a pretty good movie. I liked it. It's a Studio Ghibli movie. It was surprisingly slice of lifey for being a movie about a witch. It was neat.
Spoiler alert: her delivery service is drugs.
Oh no, dude! No. She delivers some sweet things.
She gave him
somebody a cake. You're a pizza smuggler. Fuck off. Oh my fucking god. You're just bringing back Persona 5 memories. I'm going to become a part of the fandom for another 2 months now.
Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you, a little related to Persona 5, but at Holiday Matsuri, that's a con up in Orlando that I'm gonna be going to with a couple of friends of mine. Our friend Alexa.
Are you gonna have your own booth because we're famous?
No, we're not gonna have our own booth. Jesus Christ, I'm not gonna pay $500 to sit there and just have our friends be there for 10 minutes and then never see anybody again.
Yeah.
But no, because Alexa was texting me. Remember I said I was talking about the Persona 5 shirt that we both had.
Yeah.
And she was like, "Oh yeah, me and my friend are gonna bring Makoto and On to it." And she's like, "Oh, would you want to do Ryuji with the group?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I got nothing going on Friday, so we're gonna do small Persona 5 group."
That's pretty neat. On Black Friday, this Friday?
No. On the Friday that the convention's at. The convention's not until December 14th through the 16th.
Dude, I'm going to be playing Smash Ultimate until I drop at that point.
I know. Okay. I won't have it until Christmas. Rub it in my face.
Dude, alright. Have we talked enough about Thanksgiving? I feel like, as much as I do want to talk about how thankful I am and shit, I feel like this keeps coming in. We need to talk about this.
Okay, listen. One last thing I'm thankful for. Do you know what I'm really, really thankful for?
Okay.
That I'm going to get to play as a piranha plant and spike the shit out of you once this game drops.
Alright, give me a second.
Continue.
Give me 1 second here.
The fuck are you calling?
Don't worry about it.
Hello?
Hey, welcome to the podcast, babe.
Hello.
I remember yesterday, there was some sort of comeback that we saw on like a meme, and we thought it was really funny, and you said, the next time Connor talks shit about me with Smash Ultimate, I should say it. I don't remember what it was.
I don't know. Do you want me to say it?
Yeah.
Connor for you?
Yeah, he's here.
Hi.
You're on the mic.
So Connor, are you allergic to nuts?
Am I allergic to what?
Oh, wait, no, I remember now.
It's hard to hear over the phone. What did she say?
Okay, babe, wait, hold on, just tell me. I'm gonna take you off speaker. Because I remember the first part now, but I can't exactly remember the wording of the second.
Go ahead. Give me your best comeback.
Okay. I'm trying to remember how it goes.
The second part of it?
Yeah.
Because I'm going to kick yours into your throat.
Oh, yeah? Shit. Okay,
God.
Thank you, honey.
That just sounds violent.
No problem.
I love you.
I love you too. I'm going to go after with my family now.
Okay, go be with your family. Sorry to interrupt.
That would have been hilarious if she just
Alright,
didn't pick up.
Are you allergic to nuts?
Why?
Because I'm gonna kick them into your throat.
You fucked it up.
No, shit.
You fucked it up.
Kick your balls into your throat, dude.
You messed it up even more because it's nuts, not balls.
Whatever, dude. It's the same shit.
It's not the same shit.
Alright, that was the worst delivery of a joke I think I've ever gonna say. I was gonna say it like 5 minutes ago. While I was going AFK, I was telling Emma, "Hey, can I call you for a second? Like for a joke on the podcast?"
Yeah.
I said, "Yeah, sure." So I called her. She told me the joke in detail, and then I fucked it up anyway. But yeah, Smash Ultimate. I'm really fucking excited for it. Me and him have been playing this game since we were kids.
Dude, Smash Brothers has just been an amazing series.
Yeah, we got Smash Ultimate super early when we were like 5. We've been playing
exactly.
since. But now we can't have it because it's like coming out, so we can't share. We got older enough to like actually know how to share things. They took it away.
Aw.
And now we're gonna be able to play it again, dude. Okay, that was like the dumbest joke I could have possibly went for. Basically, we've been playing all different kinds of Smash games. Like we started with Melee,
Yes.
and went up from there. And we've been rivals in this game since diapers, basically. Ever since we've like, been friends and could play video games, really.
Yeah, we've just been basically seeing who can one-up each other. And what was scary was I would play these games, and then every time Jake came over, I could see him getting better.
Yeah, I did improve gradually, like, over time.
I could see him getting better, and I'm just like, shit.
Yeah, and then you just didn't get Smash 4, so I improved a lot on my own. I'm pretty sure I had like 1,000 hours in that game. They didn't really give you specifics. It was something like 500, 600.
500, 600 what?
Like hours in the game total for me.
Oh, Jesus. That's a lot.
I mean, the worst part about the thing that, or like the biggest reason I'm hyped about Smash Ultimate is, I mean, it's a new game, obviously. It's going to be really exciting, but I sold my Wii U around June, so I'm a little bit, I'm fucking thirsty for Smash, dude. I'm like parched. I'm gonna die if I don't play Smash Ultimate at some point in the future. Like, I have this whole big plan. I pre-bought it, and I never pre-buy games, for one. Like, I never pre-order things, because I'm never that excited for a game. Smash Ultimate's still a little special. Like, this holds a special place in my heart, because I love Smash. It's like the one fighting game I can actually like improve and handle because it's like a weird cross between platforming and fighting, and I really like that concept of having an extra Z axis to work with. But basically, so I pre-bought it and I never do that, and I'm like, okay, I'll see you on the 7th. Like I have work Friday morning, but the minute I'm fucking off, I'm going to play the shit out of that game. Like they're like, oh, you could come in at 10 p.m. on the day before and get it early. And that caught my attention. I'm like, are you fucking serious? I can come in at 10 p.m. and get the game then, and then go to work at 5 in the morning? This doesn't seem like it can go wrong. Like, okay, Emma doesn't approve of this, but my plan is, on Thursday, I go to class, right? I go to class, I do my math, I go home, and then I go to sleep all day, and I wake up at 9 o'clock. I go to GameStop, get the game, come back, play it until 4 in the morning, go to work, come home, continue playing.
You're a fucking madman.
I want to play it as soon as possible. And then Emma's like, or you could go to bed, you could go to work, and then get the game, and just wait a little bit. I'm like, no, you don't understand.
No.
My other plan is getting it at 10, maybe playing it for like an hour, and then going to bed and then going to work. You know,
you realize that if you get it and try to play it for an hour, you're never gonna want to put it down.
I know. That's the sad thing. I know. God, it's just, I think I might be one of the biggest fans of Smash ever. Like that isn't like a 12-year-old. Like my conscious views of game design and stuff like that, and still being excited as fuck for this game. I'm pretty sure everyone's extremely hyped about it.
I even told my mom, because I don't know if I ever told you guys, but my mom has this rule where it's like once it hits October, I am not allowed to buy anything for me because she needs stuff to buy me for Christmas.
Oh.
So I told her, I said, Mom, I need you to make this one exception for me, because on December 7th, the biggest Smash game ever created comes out. And she says, no, you're going to wait until Christmas to get it.
What if you just got it?
No, I'm not going to do that because I'd rather her not get mad at me.
It's just a little bit of anger for a lot more fun.
Also, I'm getting it for free, basically, once I get it for Christmas.
Yeah, you know what? That's fair. I need to watch my fucking spendings. Oh yeah, also finishing that first.
But yeah, what I'm hoping for is that because I'm going to a convention on, like as I said, the 13th, we're gonna go up a day early, and then we'll be there 14th, 15th, come home on Sunday. I'm hoping that they have like a system set up there that just has Smash, because when we went to SuperCon, actually no, it wasn't SuperCon, it was Paradise City, which was a convention they used to have down here, but then they decided to commit not feeling so good to it, so now it's not around anymore.
Oh.
They actually
Paradise City is when they had them really cool karaoke, right?
Yeah, I remember that was when Matt Mercer was there.
Yeah.
Matt Mercer voices McCree.
Everyone knows Matt Mercer, dude.
Hit. He does a D&D podcast. Awesome. He's awesome. He's such a cool guy.
Apparently, I look like him.
Yeah, I can see that.
I wouldn't do a face reveal right now, but
I mean, I see that
with the hair. Before.
With the hair and everything, I can see that.
The hair and the shape of the face.
But yeah, at Paradise City, they actually had like Smash 4 for the Wii U. So I'm hoping that they have Smash Ultimate set up.
Oh, they probably will.
It's probably going to be nearly fucking impossible to play it, but
yeah, because everyone's going to want to fucking play that shit. Oh my god, like it seems so exciting. I can't wait to go to like tournaments and shit for it and see how the meta shifts. Actually, I know I'm not excited for that fuck Bayonetta. It will always be like.
Well, I think they made like changes to all the characters to kind of balance them out.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping for. But you know, as any Smash game, all the characters are going to come out broken.
Oh,
at first, and they're going to get fixed. But the launch date is going to be special, as always. I'm trying to think of it realistically. They have a lot of characters, and they're not all going to balance out too well, especially at launch.
Yeah,
it was hard enough with like 50 characters in Smash 4.
People are predicting that Simon is actually going to be broken as shit.
Yeah, the range and shit is really, really easy to portray as like a...
Well, not that, but they said he's basically a heavyweight that plays like a lightweight.
Yeah, He's a heavyweight, but also a zoner, which is kind of scary.
Yeah.
It's a little. It looks really fun. Like, I don't play Castlevania, but god damn it, does that look awesome? And I can't wait to try him out. But I'm mostly just excited to see the visuals, to be able to play Smash again, and to kick your ass.
At the last convention that I went to, which was Anime EY, that was like a small convention that was in a hotel near my house. Yeah. They had a game room, and they actually had Smash Bros. For the Wii there.
Yeah, Brawl?
Yes, they had Brawl.
Was it Project M, or was it just vanilla Brawl?
No, it was Brawl.
Do you know about Project M at all?
I know a little bit about it.
Yeah, it's just basically Brawl, but Melee.
Yeah.
It was discontinued because Nintendo's an asshole.
Yeah. They had Brawl there, and there was some guy who was trying so fucking desperately to wobble with the ice climbers.
How'd that work out for him?
Well, mind you, it's also a 4-person brawl, so it's not just a one-on-one. So he's like, I'm trying to wobble. I fucking come up from under him as Game & Watch. I get a 9 and launch him.
Oh, you fucking devil. I love you.
Game & Watch, I forgot how fun he was to play as a character. Yeah.
Oh my god. So, do you know what Second and Charles is? I'm not sure if that's a thing in Florida.
Who?
Second and Charles. It's like a shop for secondhand things, and like you can return like a ton of things to it and get money back. Basically, they had a Smash 4 tournament there. At one point,
nice.
While I was here.
Well, remember we had the one that was in that CD Trader place by my place. Remember?
Yeah, and we'll get to that. But so I decided to enter this tournament. I actually got 3rd place, by the way. There were like 2 really good kids that were super good at the game, but most of them were like toddlers, and then there was this one grown-ass man playing the game so fucking seriously, and he was like hunched over in the little chair, breathing super heavy, fighting a 4-year-old playing villager, and it was the funniest fucking thing. He lost, by the way. And he was so bad. I thought he was going to punch the kid. Like, Jesus. I was afraid for the kid's safety. I think it was like oh my god, I can't even remember. I can't remember if it was like a one-on-one or what. Or like it was a 4-person smash, or it was a team battle. I don't remember. But basically he lost, and he was really disgruntled and mad. He took it very seriously for a bookstore / like, like secondhand shops, little Smash tournament that had like 6 people in it. Like, oh my god. It was kind of petty and sad. But I did get 3rd place. I got like a $10 gift card. It was kind of neat. Like, I love Smash tournaments just because I can come in and play Smash with other people. I hate playing online. I mean, I'll play it all the time online. Oh, For Glory. I'm so excited for Ultimate just because of how the fucking online looks like it's going to work. I mean, fuck Nintendo Online. Like, everyone knows it's bad. But I hope they're going to fix it and actually give Smash 4 dedicated servers, because that's all I want. I'd pay $20 a year just for dedicated servers for Smash. I don't care about anything else.
Jesus Christ.
Because For Glory was a little inconsistent because they weren't dedicated servers. They depended on your own internet connection and your opponent's internet connection. So that sucked most of the time. Sometimes it was good if both of you had good internet connection, but sometimes you'll find a 12-year-old who's playing in the basement with 1 bar of Wi-Fi. You never know. Like, it was such a mixed bag. And yet, in this game, hopefully there's going to be dedicated servers. And at the same time, another problem with For Glory was that there was no ranked. There's no way to balance out the people. You got completely random skill levels. And you could either get your ass kicked or you could kick ass. There was not really much, like, fair fights. One way or another, you were going to win or lose. Which is why win rates were always like 50% for everyone.
It was never balanced.
It was never quite balanced, yeah. I mean, you can get a little bit of higher win rate if you were really good at the game, but that's not the point, It's just you either thrash or you get thrashed. There's no. Sometimes you'd have a fun fight and you play with the same guy for like 2 hours. I used to do that all the time, but that time was so rare. I remember this isn't even Smash. It was Rivals of Ether. I found one guy with his Steam profile as Shrek. And I played with him for like 2 hours because he wasn't quite good at the game, but I was trying to kind of like teach him how to play.
Okay.
And we became friends. We still talk sometimes.
Nice.
I still talk with Shrek.
I remember that
those longtime friends that you'll never see again, you know? No, because
exactly.
You can't really add friends or anything through For Glory. And if you're mad, you use like the nameplates or whatever to talk shit. I hated when people did that. I reported so many people. Oh my god. If you block somebody in For Glory, you don't get queued with them anymore. But I was saying, Smash Ultimate actually looks like it has a ranked mode.
Oh, nice.
Like you go up or down depending on your wins and losses, so you'll get queued up with people closer to your skill level. And that just makes me really happy. And also there's like the whole preferred rules thing rather than for fun and for glory. You can look up rules for 1v1, 2 stock or 3 stock or 4v4 items on like.
Oh shit.
Like you can, rather than having 2 separate modes and then having like little split offs like team battles and such, you just put the rules you want and search for a game that also happens to search for other people who want the same thing.
God damn it, Sakurai, you madman.
I know, it's so exciting. I mean, some people think it's silly and small, but someone who played For Glory for like 400 hours, I'm really happy that they're actually making it good. I mean, they're at least making an attempt. I can give them that. But, oh my god, I'm really excited for this game. The spirits thing looks really fun.
That looks like an interesting concept.
I think they're just really trying to make as many people happy as possible, and I can respect that because it's a really tough job. And the spirits thing looks like it has a lot of attention to detail to the characters that they're trying to mimic, and it all seems fun. And the story mode that spirits comes from as well, it just looks really fucking good.
Yeah.
I mean, that opening sequence, I know it's just going to be like a map and fighting things, and there's not going to be a lot else, but there's they're hinting at boss fights, and as top of that, it's a story. It's not Subspace Emissary, but god damn it, it's a story mode in Smash. Like I missed that in Smash 4, and there's going to be character unlocks, a lot of them. You only start with 8 characters. Like, it's crazy.
Wait, are you serious?
Yeah. Do you see the starting roster? The starting roster is the same as Smash 64.
Oh, jeez.
And you slowly build it up through the spirits mode, presumably. You know, they centralized and I'm trying to think of the word.
Did you start with everybody unlocked in Wii U?
Wii U, you started with almost everybody, and there were like 6 unlocks that were not even really hard to get.
Oh, okay.
It was a little disappointing. And like all the new characters, I mean, even with Smash Ultimate, one of the things I'm not a fan of is there are no surprises. They give you everything out off the bat, and that's good for advertising, but I really liked Melee getting surprised, like, oh shit, Mewtwo's in the game, what the fuck? You know, like, there's no surprise characters. They're a complete open book, and I can respect that, but still.
Beat the classic mode on medium.
I miss the surprises. I mean, I could also just avoid the game entirely, like, you know, go offline and blank it out, but how could you?
Yeah.
If the game's being advertised for a year, everyone's screaming about it, you can't avoid it if you go on the internet, unless you live under a rock for a year. Why would you want to do that?
And then you play the game and you just start unlocking people and you just be literally shitting bricks. Just
and
watching all the people that get unlocked.
All of a sudden, like you know, they release all these characters, the game comes out, like in complete silence, the end of the game comes out, and the final boss is about to kill you, and then fucking, you just hear the Megalovania music start, and Sans Undertale destroys him. It's a secret like 75th fighter, dude. That's what's gonna happen. Also, I feel like this is a good time to put up my personal Smash tier list.
Oh god.
Like, I've shown you it a couple times. I think it's fun. It was fun to put together. You should try doing it. Okay. There's like a website that does it for you.
Okay.
But that's like my favorite little thing. Some people use it to like actually theorize tier list and make stuff of their own for like Smash 4, Smash Melee, etc. Mm-hmm. But Smash Ultimate, I like to make a little like theory, like I want to play this character. I don't really want to play this one. Ew, this one sucks.
This one sucks.
Ew Smelly consists of Bayonetta, Cloud, and I think a couple other things. But definitely Bayonetta and Cloud. Because I hate those two. They make me feel so dirty.
If you play Cloud, then you're an asshole.
Hey, remember back in the day? Actually, no, you don't. You didn't have the game. Get shit.
Alright, fuckhead.
So when Smash 4 first came out, and like the characters were, you know, being released, and the meta was being shifted, Diddy Kong and Rosalina and Luma were the top players, but mostly no one really knew who the best character was. It was very subjective, and it was like really interesting to see like any character could win, you know? There was no quintessential best character. There were some good ones, like Zero Suit Samus.
Except Little Mac.
Oh, yeah, Little Mac. Well, I've had some tournament prominence with Little Mac, dude. Like, he's pretty good, and he's going to have recovery in this game.
I mean, now he does, but back then it was no aerial recovery.
He's a concept. He's not really much of a fighter on his own. He has no recovery, but he has ridiculous ground game.
It was like if you got him good with a Ness back throw, he wasn't coming back.
Unless the bottom of the stage was a wall. You could wall jump.
Oh, true.
But... Made his recovery pretty solid on some maps, but regardless, not what I was talking about. But yeah, it was like anyone could be anyone, and it was really exciting to see how the meta shifted. And then Cloud and Bayonetta came out. And they're still the quintessential best characters. Bayonetta is really difficult, but extremely good. No matter how much they nerfed her, she's still like S tier, top tier. Like
if you master her air combos, you are just gonna fucking shit on your competition.
She's still one. She can still 0 to death you, pretty consistently in Smash Ultimate. But Sakurai shook his head when he saw that. So, like, there was footage of that somewhere. It's kind of funny to watch, but still, it's like that's kind of proven that I don't think Bayonetta is going to be like that at the final release. Hopefully,
I hope not.
But regardless, and then Cloud was also extremely good and really easy to master because he's fucking easy as garbage. Like, oh my god, Cloud is so easy. You don't have to think about what you're doing to play him.
You really don't.
Bayonetta was really technologically advanced though, but still, like, tournament prominence still had, or like a lot of characters still had tournament prominence by the end of Smash 4's lifespan, but Cloud and Bayonetta were the top dogs, like 100%. They got the most wins in tournaments, and every pro Smash player had them as their primary and secondary, and they carried the meta through the end, and it was really sad to see.
Like, let's put it this way: with Bayonetta, it takes time to master it, but if you do master it, it's just a deadly force to be reckoned with. Like, you're basically you have the ability, as Jake said, to 0 to death somebody.
Yeah,
Cloud,
so fucking ridiculous.
With Cloud, if you know Smash, you know Little Mac has his knockout punch basically. Imagine having 5 different ones for like a bunch of different situations.
5 different KO punches. Yeah, pretty much.
As long as you charge up your limit break, everything basically becomes a KO punch.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure they're reworking Cloud.
But I'm just saying, in Smash 4, from what I saw, that was basically what it was.
You know, like, I've been watching like the little character intros too for Smash Ultimate, and some of them look so like different and just like revitalized characters. Like, I'm so excited to try everybody. Like have you seen Mario's new forward air?
Oh no, what is it?
I mean, it's the same dunk, but he kind of like he puts his fucking back into it, dude. It looks a lot more satisfying than it used to be.
Oh god, so like it's not just like the brings the fist up and goes down. Like, he cocks back and puts it down.
Yeah, he like twists his whole body, dude. It's fucking awesome. Dr. Mario now has a spike. This down air.
I'm gonna be a Dr. Mario main. I'm gonna give you the fucking medicine.
Take the medicine.
That's what I'm gonna say every time I do it.
See, Game & Watch's visuals have been overhauled completely. Like, his moves now, like, whenever he does a move, he'll change to, like, represent the Game & Watch game.
Yeah, I remember seeing that.
Do you remember the whole native headband thing?
Yeah.
Thing from his forward smash being a huge controversy?
That's so
they
dumb.
removed it.
That's so fucking dumb.
We're not going to get into that. We're already a half hour in and we have 5 topics. But regardless, Pichu looks actually good and scary. I love it.
I want to be another. I want to go get back into playing Pichu. Yeah.
He looks so fun. I mean, it's just like a worse Pikachu, but I'm hoping they're actually going to make him relevant. And then there's who else was I want to talk about? DDD can suck in and spit back out as Gordo.
Oh, nice.
To mix it up a bit more. I don't know if they're changing anything else about him, but god damn it, that's funny. Little Mac's side B now doesn't put him into free fall, so he can side B and up B and without going into free fall. So he actually has a bit of recovery now. It's a little scary. I love it.
But can he up air and then do the side B, or does it have to be side B and then up air?
It has to be side B. I think up air his
up air just automatically puts him into free fall. Yeah.
It's just that's how recoveries work. Also up special.
Yeah, it's recovery. Okay. Whatever. I know what I meant.
Up B, whatever, dude. Like, every character seems at least a little bit different. After this we should watch the video, like every character's best changes.
Yeah,
because you can just see by like the 10 seconds of character intro, like they changed some stuff. Zelda looks completely different. Like she's Zelda from Link Between Worlds, which is awesome. So much better, and she looks like a better character overall. Ganon now has swords in his moveset, and that's amazing because they're actually giving him more attention, or like giving him more justice to what he came from,
instead of just being a straight up Captain Falcon clone.
Yeah, well, that's the thing, right? I'm pretty sure they would have made a really good character if it weren't for the fact that Ganon was a last second character in Melee, and they didn't have time to make him an actual character, so they made him just pretty much a recolor of Captain Falcon. He didn't really have anything different about him.
I mean, he was like a little bit stronger and slower, I think.
Yeah, but he was terrible in the game because of
other than that,
it was a very lazy change. I mean, that was back in the day when the game was out, it was out. You couldn't do anything. Like, once it was out, there was no patches, there was no bug fixes.
That was it.
Yep. The internet is a lovely thing, you know? Now, the Wi-Fi's and all that, it lets you actually change your game once it's out. If you completely fuck up one thing, it could completely ruin a game. Like Diddy Kong's Ding Dong was fucking broken, for one. And
but patches can also ruin a game if you really think about it. Like with
when
Sonic
Bayonetta
Boom
was put in the game.
When Sonic Boom
remove the glitches.
Remove the glitches and make it a horrible game.
They never fixed up Sonic 06 though, I don't think. That's lost some charm to it. Sonic Boom though just sucks.
God, fucking Sonic 06.
Sonic Boom, I mean, okay, I'm just gonna go about this for like 2 seconds.
Go ahead.
Like Sonic Boom did not have, or like Sonic 06 at least had some like fun to be had because of the glitches, how much you could break it, how easy it was to break. You could just throw your head on the wall and you'll clip through it. Like that's how bad this game was programmed, and it's awesome. It's hilarious. Sonic Boom is just bland and bad. And so I have to like choose the worst Sonic game. It's actually, even though Sonic Boom is technically a little more like tight and not as glitchy and broken, and maybe has a little more gameplay to it, I still like Sonic 06 more because Sonic Boom is just boring and dumb. And they fixed the glitches, which was like the one fun thing about it.
Yeah.
Like why would you remove the one fun thing about your game? Just leave it alone.
Also, I will, as much like as shitty as Sega has gotten with making Sonic games, I have to
Sonic's still shitty in Smash Ultimate.
No, I know, but I'm saying like I have to tip my hat to the fact that they've made some pretty fucking good boss battles, like final boss battles.
What do you mean?
Like with the
Kowalski analysis.
Well, even in Sonic 06, like the final battle when it was like you, Shadow, and Silver all going fucking supersonic or whatever.
The cutscene before that, though.
I know the cutscene before that was awful but they can't make a
game.
But they can make a final battle though because like
they went to fucking court for that.
Do you remember fucking His World from Sonic?
Oh yeah, of course. That's like the highlight of the game was the final battle. That was it.
That was part of the final boss, and that was great. Fucking
the final boss was actually like from my memory pretty solid.
Exactly.
Like, it wasn't.
And if you recall, Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, the final battle in that.
I think Sonic was good for a time, and especially in their 2D era. 3D had some good ones. Sonic Colors, a lot of people like to say was good. I agree. Jake. Sonic Unleashed, I remember liking.
Jake.
Yeah.
Live and learn. Hanging on the edge of tomorrow.
Doesn't matter who's wrong and who's right.
Learn. God damn it. Right. Also, Sonic Generations, while it was a good game, it was just basically trying to nostalgia bomb you into thinking that it was like a good game.
Hey, dude.
Yeah.
Just I don't want to interrupt you. We are completely going off the rails.
I mean, Sonic's and Smash.
Dude.
Alright, fuck you.
We could talk about Sonic some other time, but basically, we've talked about Smash Ultimate for a while now, but in the end, I'm just super fucking excited. Also, I did want to say, I am an advocate for Piranha Plant being in the game. I fucking love it so much. I not only think it's hilarious between Waluigi and Shadow and all the things that the people wanted in the game, and they got Piranha Plant instead. Like,
but the thing is that the public has responded so like positively to it.
Well, no, some people are really mad about it, but I think most people are positive because they see this. Some people are just like straight up mad, but he looks like a fucking blast, dude.
He does.
He looks so funny. He looks like every Smash game has had a wacky character and a weird entry. and Smash 4 had 2, which can tell you a lot about the game's roster.
Smash 4 had 2, and it was the 2 unnecessary Fire Emblem characters we got.
No, it was actually Wii Fit Trainer and Duck Hunt, but you can add those too. You can add those to the list. Also, you can technically add Pac-Man, but he was fun.
Yeah,
like Pac-Man was a lot of fun.
Fun fact about me: when I get drunk, I'm really good at playing Duck Hunt.
Oh yeah, you told me about that.
I don't know what it is about it, but it's just when I get drunk, I just become a master at that character.
Yeah, let's talk about that and also the disc shop tournament before we move on. I forgot about that.
Well, that was basically it. That was just me making a comment about how I went over to my friend's house and we all got super drunk and they're like, "Oh, I got smashed." I'm like, "All right, let's fucking play it." So we started playing it, and then I picked I was really shitty with a couple characters. Then I picked Duck Hunt and I just started leveling people.
Yeah,
like
it was drunk, something about really bad knowing your zoning.
It was something really weird about like me being tricky with the barrels and shit. I just got really good.
Yeah, on top of that, I was just trying to say, like, I'm sure when you're drunk, like, trying to avoid those projectiles has to be a lot harder.
Yeah.
Like, holy shit.
So it's like if I'm drunk, you have to be drunk with me so I can be good with Duck Hunt. Yeah. Because if you're sober, you're going to beat me.
Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, also I wanted to say on that tournament we went to when we were kids.
That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun, and I lost because I tried the Bowser side.
No, you lost because you played Meta Knight and basically just gave up.
Oh, wait, no. Did I play Meta Knight?
You did. That was like your second choice, and you basically gave up because you're like, oh, you weren't in it, so I didn't want to play anymore. I'm like, dude, you could have kicked anybody's ass.
Yeah, if you play Meta Knight, you pretty much won in Brawl, and I didn't even know that back then. Like, Meta Knight was so good that they had a separate tier for him, the SS tier. Which like in every tier list, and if there's any Brawl tournament still, they ban Meta Knight. He's so broken.
Nice.
Project M, I think, actually toned him down a bit. I think he's legal in Project M. I don't know.
Okay.
I remember, I think it was called Brawl Minus. Was one of my favorite mods for Brawl because it made everybody overpowered, and that was the mod. They made everyone as powerful as Meta Knight and didn't change Meta Knight at all. It was great.
That's fucking awesome.
It was my favorite mod, but yeah, we should probably move on. We've been talking about Smash for a while.
Yeah, we have.
I'm really fucking excited for it.
I am too.
And we're huge fans of it, so. Let's not go on. If you guys don't, you guys don't know, we tried to do this episode a little bit ago, and we decided to redo it. We have some extra topics and everything, but we just talked about Smash Ultimate and this the first time.
Yeah.
And it's because I derailed, or we just went on about work a lot. So we're talking about like work stories and our history with work, and we're going to try and make it a little shorter this time.
Yeah.
Because we talked about it for like 40 minutes. It is a big topic, and we might come back to it with like more work stories,
Yeah.
But right now, I just kind of want to quickly go over like all the jobs we've been through, how they were, and like a couple stories.
Okay.
But I'll let you go first, because I've been job hopping since I was 16. I have a couple.
Yeah, I don't have as many jobs as Jake does, but my first job...
He stuck with it for a bit longer than I could.
My first job was working with my dad cutting grass, and I'm in South Florida, so it was pretty much 90 plus every day.
Yeah, holy shit, dude. I like saluted you.
And also because you didn't want to get like dirt and like, have shit like prick you all over your arms and stuff like that. We were in shorts but with long sleeves. So we were
yeah, that's right.
We were like sweating our asses off the entire day. Like I
remember seeing you in that a couple times. Yeah.
You got a hat on and like sunglasses, but still you're sweating your ass off. You're like dying of thirst. And the way my dad runs things is that we had me, him, and I think 3 other guys that worked with him. So like they handled a lot of the heavy machinery. I would basically just kind of pick up all like the trash and the palm fronds, and then I would help blow all the grass off the street afterwards.
Dude, honestly, manual labor sounds better than food service right now, and I'll get to that.
I mean, yes and no, because like I don't mind manual service, but it's like when it's hot outside, I don't know, that just messes with me. Like I've always hated the heat.
Yeah.
Like with me, like with my current, I'll go into my current job in a little bit, but with back then it was ridiculously hot all the time, and it was such a long day. Like we started at 7 a.m. and we wouldn't get home till like 5, 6 sometimes. So it's like you were talking about like a 10, 11 hour day.
Jesus.
And it was long as hell. And it was like pretty much every day of the summer.
But you made some money though, right?
Oh, I did. I made a hell of a lot of money. That's the reason my savings is so big. But
also, knock on wood, deleting all that footage. Well, another reason we redid this because we kept freezing up and having to stop. Deleting all those videos and everything, like all my old footage, and cleaning up more space, really seemed to have helped.
Nice.
So, we can move on, I guess.
Okay. But yeah, that was basically my first job. My second job was I was working at a place called Twin Lakes. It's right by my house, and it's basically a pool store.
Probably shouldn't specify.
We'll just oof it out or whatever.
Yeah, just oof it out. He was at a pool store.
Yeah, I was at a pool store. And all I did basically all day was just fill chlorine, fill up propane tanks. Let me tell you what, my first weekend there was Father's Day weekend. And they basically told me, they said, listen, you're old enough to fill propane tanks. We're going to be getting a lot of orders. You're going to make a lot of money in tips. So I'm like, oh, okay. I was expecting maybe like, I don't know, $20, maybe $25 in tips throughout the weekend. After the weekend was over, I got like $70 in tips.
Oh my god.
I was like,
that's pretty good.
Holy shit. Because like
I have $36 in change in my bag right now.
Nice.
It's just fucking bucket of change I got right now.
Because with like a lot of people they wouldn't just bring like one propane tank. They bring like 3 or 4 because, you know, they were doing a lot of grilling and stuff like that. Right. Or they were just bringing it just to fill it up in general. So a lot of people were nice about tipping. Like it's funny because like I'll get people who I'll only fill up one for and they'll tip me like $5. And then I'll get other people who I'll fill up like 5 for and they might not tip me at all. So it's just like, okay, whatever.
No, I mean, I always felt bad about not tipping for a while just because I didn't have any cash.
Yeah.
I mean, keeping cash on you to tip is a hard thing to remember. Now I get cash tips again, so I tip all the time.
Exactly.
I have so many ones. I need to get rid of them.
And then that was basically my old job. Was just filling chlorine, filling propane, and just delivering grills like every now and then. But that wasn't that often. My current job was Publix. You can oof that out again if you want. I really don't care.
No, Publix is more general.
Yeah. When I first got there, I was a bagger, and I would get like helping people out with their groceries. It's like hit or miss, but like a lot of people would tip you, even if it's just like $1 or $2.
No, I never miss. Huh?
Shut the fuck up. I still don't understand that meme.
I don't either. We'll move on.
But I always made it a point because I'd usually get like $5 to $7 a day or something like that in tips. I always made it a point because every now and then we'll have people stand outside of our store, whether it's like people collecting for like soccer teams or whatever the hell other people donate for. So I'd always make it a point. My first tip would always go to them.
Oh yeah.
Because because Publix doesn't really want you taking tips, but I figured like, okay, like if people tip me, like I'll give my first one to them, and then everything else is just kind of a wash.
Right.
Because I remember there was the day I started, it was actually a funny story. This one lady, I was helping her out, and they were taking donations for, I think it was like a youth soccer team or something like that. It might have been a youth travel team, like soccer but travel. And she was like, "Oh, I don't have any cash on me." Like, and they're like, "Okay, like bye." So then I helped her out, and she tipped me like $2. So I'm like, okay. So I walked back, and I gave the money to them. I said, "Oh yeah, she found some." I just told them like, "Oh yeah, she found some money in her car, so she wanted me to hand it to you guys." She's like, "Oh, they're like, oh, thank you." So I just walked back inside. I'm like, make the lady seem like a nice lady.
Yeah.
Even though she's, I don't know.
Whenever I got cash tips from a place I wasn't supposed to get tips from, I freaked out. Like, what the fuck do I do? Now I just take it.
I remember.
Pocket it. I
remember I bagged somebody's groceries and they literally like threw $1 at me. But like but they didn't say anything. They just kind of tossed it. I'm like, "Oh, did you drop this?" Like, "No, it's a tip for you." I'm like, "Oh, okay, thanks." Mind you, it's in the store and like my managers are watching me, so I'm like, "What do?"
Yeah, did you like look at them like, "What the fuck do I do, dude?"
I just kind of took it. I'm like, "Thanks," and then nobody said anything. So I'm like, "All right, just got away with murder here, but that's fine."
Yeah.
But after my first year there, they were like, "We want you to, you know, you want to make more money. We want you to come to grocery." So I'm like, "Okay, I'll work in the grocery department." It's a whole nother fucking animal back there. than just bagging groceries.
Oh God.
There's been a bunch of like horror stories about the grocery department, but I'll just go with today.
Today. Yeah,
as always,
it's a long day.
Yeah, as always, people like you guys know it's almost Thanksgiving, so grocery stores are packing their like back rooms and their shelves with just holiday shit.
At the time of recording, it's Sunday. It's the Sunday before Thanksgiving.
Yeah, but like people are just like stockpiling groceries and all that garbage. So my manager is kind of telling us, we have like a really big truck coming in because we're not going to get another truck until Wednesday, and obviously we're not going to be able to use anything Wednesday night. So I just kind of ordered everything in advance just to make sure we have everything. So we're like, oh okay, probably like a full truck or something. The truck pulls up and the truck driver goes, oh yeah, it's 16 pallets. So I'm like, all right, 16, that's not bad. And my manager's like, oh, that's just the first trailer. So I'm like, oh, okay, there's probably going to be some more in the next, maybe like another 8 or 10 or something like that. So we offload that first one, do like a reload of our pallets. Mind you, I was supposed to leave at 6. At the time of me doing this, it's like 6:20 that we get the first truck done.
Yeah.
So my manager's like, oh, can you just stay and help out with the second truck? I'm like, yeah, no problem. I got nothing going on tonight.
Except for this.
Obviously
asshole.
This, but... Shut up.
Asshole.
Obviously this, but like I didn't need to do this like right the moment of like 6:30, because by the time we're recording this, my time, it's like we started recording this at like 9 my time, so it's like I had a couple hours in between.
Around 10.
So then the next truck pulls up, and the guy opens the door. I said, okay, how much of it is ours? He said, the whole thing. Mind you, a Publix truck can hold 29 pallets. We had 28 on the truck.
Oh my God.
So our back room was already full. We had just gotten a 16 pallet truck, so we were like trying to maneuver pallets all over the place just to get everything into the back room. By some miracle in nature, we did it. It was basically up to both of our receiving doors, so nobody's going to be able to get anything out of there. What my manager did say, though, is that apparently a lot of the stock clerks are coming back in at like 2 a.m. just to work through the truck.
Oh my God.
So hopefully at least some of that will be like out of the way.
Right.
I mean, I'm not working tomorrow, so it's like it's not a big deal to me. I come back on Tuesday, so they have a full day to kind of get their shit together before I come back.
Get your shit together. Pay your fucking rent, Bergie.
Pay your fucking rent, Bergie. But yeah, it's just it was just a long day. Like I ended up leaving at like 7:30, so it was like I got in at 10, half-hour break. So about a 9-hour day. So it was just a long day of just holiday rush and all that other garbage. But enough about my shitty day at work. How are your days at work going?
Oh, fucking terrible, dude. Don't get me started.
Don't get me fucking started on this shit.
Don't even get me started. I mean, alright. Fuck, dude. Alright, so I'm going to try and go through this quickly because I have gone through quite a few jobs. My first job was when I was 16 and went to Wendy's, because no one else would take me, and that was possibly the worst job of my life. I'm not sure. It's up there with like 3 other jobs. I also worked with my grandpa, when I was like 8.
Oh, yeah,
8 or 9,
I remember you telling me about that.
Copying papers, basically, just doing some documents for him, because he used to do like, file stuff, and he paid me money for it, It was just kind of like a chore I did, but regardless, that's not the point. I was like, actually, 13, 14. I wasn't 9. But still, I went to Wendy's. And, god damn it. You've worked at, or no, we just talked about this. You haven't worked in fast food. You're more retail.
Yeah, more retail, but yeah.
You're fucking lucky. I mean, retail sucks, but fucking never go to a fast food place. Never work there. It's just bad. I mean, Wendy's is just awful. I worked there for like 3 months. And I was miserable every day, and it was always bad. I mean, there were some like lighter moments. I mean, they put me on register most of the time because I was like one of the only people that didn't look like they wanted to die. Basically, I knew how to act. But I liked the register, so I didn't care. That was like my favorite spot because I could just sit there, take orders, and like maybe clean up the front and relax. I don't have to worry about anything like the fire that's off back in the back. I'm not hot doing fries, doing burgers or whatever. I'm getting paid minimum wage. I honestly don't think that fast food workers get paid enough for what they do. It's so miserable.
They don't.
It's so miserable for how little they get paid. And that's why I only worked there for a couple months. Once I got back into school after the summer, I just couldn't. Like, having work on top, or like that work on top of school was going to be too much. And then I had a breakup between jobs, and I was a little sad for a bit. But then, like, around November of that school year, I picked it back up with a place called Tokabe. I probably won't bleep it out, even though there's only like 2 stores. And they might have a third one open by now. I remember them talking about it around the time I left. But they were a small, like, family business in Colorado that do Native American, like, Indian tacos.
Yeah.
And that's where I learned most of my work experience as a cook. They trained me. They trained me hard. Because I was kind of an idiot. I mean, I don't want to downplay myself. Like, I don't have a low self-esteem. No, I was a fucking idiot. Like, 100%. I don't have common sense. Like, I didn't, at least, when I was 16, I think. Yeah. No. Wait. 17. I was 17.
17.
17.
Oh my God.
I don't know the lyrics. 17.
Just stop.
I'm a good singer, dude. I'm telling you. Oh yeah, so Tokabe, really fun people, really good job. I would have stayed there for years if I could. I just moved, so I had to like leave the place. But yeah, I lacked common sense, and I learned a lot of my cooking experience. I remember mopping up adobo, which is like a very, very like very chunky sauce that I spilled on the ground a little bit. So I'm like, how do I clean? If you like, some people say there's no such thing as stupid questions, and I could prove you wrong in an instant if you know me any longer than 5 minutes. Like, if you work with me for like 10 minutes, you'll immediately know there are such things as stupid questions. And so I spilled the adobo, I looked down at it, and I turned to my manager. I'm like, what do I do? How do I clean this up? He's like, he's, and I quote, "Get creative." So I swept it up with a broom instead of a mop, you know, because it was it was like a chunky tomato sauce, and I ruined a broom over it. And in my defense, he did say get creative, so I did.
Also, random little bit of a random fun fact about me that I just thought of. It's slightly off topic, but whenever, like, because you were talking about no low self-esteem, like, whenever I drop something at work or something falls when I'm trying to get to something, I don't know, but I always yell this random phrase, but I don't know if I'm talking to myself or the object that fell. But you can always hear me in the back room, because you'll hear me like trying to get something. You'll hear as something fell, and just me going, "You fucking amateur."
Awesome.
But I never know if I'm yelling at myself or the object that just fell.
I don't really have a catchphrase when shit falls. I'm just like, God, you fucking asshole. Like, I'll talk to the boxes as if they have sentience, but we'll get to that. Also, they nicknamed me Sharkbait there for a story I might tell another time. Just basically, one of my managers had a friend in middle school named Jake with the same name as me. And they were like, Finding Nemo just came out, and he was a big fan, so she called him Sharkbait, and I liked it, so I picked up the name. But then it kind of became this like persona that fucked up everything. Even when I became more competent and actually became a better worker, that took like 6 months. But I eventually became pretty good at my job, and I actually was respected. But I had to move, and I didn't move very far, but I had to bike there, and I went from a half mile and a half away to like 6 miles away. I didn't want to bike 6 miles every day. 12 miles round trip, dude. Like, I can't do that. I took an Uber for a while, and that cost me a lot of money. So I eventually stopped and started working across the street as a meat cutter at Sam's Club. And that was the worst job of my life.
At Sam's Club.
Look, I might have. Okay, at Sam's Club. Let me just tell you real fast, okay? Like, I might have said that Wendy's was the worst job I've ever had, but Sam's Club, now that's the worst job I've ever had. I mean, meat cutting was miserable. It was tiring. It was exhausting. It was a lot of adjectives. The management mistreated us. It was the one time I I've like tossed a salad with retail, you know? Like,
yeah.
I kind of did food, but I also kind of did retail. I mean, being a meat butcher, I don't know how to pronounce that. It's whatever, dude. But I might have said it right the first time and then fuck it up, scratch it up the second time. I don't care. But god damn it, you know what? They never even taught me how to cut the meat because I was a part timer, and I have this like kind of running theme with my works is that I'm part time because I go to school.
Yes.
And they'll get mad at me because I'm not working every living moment of my life. Ugh. Like, why aren't you working 12 hours a day, 6 days a week? Because I have school. What? We don't know what that is. How dare you?
How dare you try to get a better fucking career?
Yeah. How dare you just try to make money while you're trying to live for college? I'm in college now, by the way, by the time I started meat cutting. So I started doing all... God, I fucking hated this job so much. I mean, sometimes the worst days is when I come in at 5 a.m. And open, and it's funny now because I go to work at 2 a.m. sometimes now, but back then it was a big deal. I would wake up at 5 a.m, go to work, and then get off at 11, go home for a bit, and then go to class at like 2:30, get out at 3:45, wait till 6. Go to another class till 9, and then go to the light rail all the way back home and get home at like 11.
Yeah, you always had
those fucking longest, shittiest days of my life. That Wednesday was the garbagest thing ever. Fucking hated it. I despised that day. Like every week. And that was like the worst part. Like after that, it was just my weekend. I mean, I had like a 1-day weekend. I was off on like Friday, and then Saturday and Sunday I'd work. I worked Saturday, Sunday, Wednesday. And I closed Saturday, Sunday, and it was fucking miserable again. But, so, I wasn't there. Actually, I was there for a surprisingly long time. I didn't even realize until, like, I saw it on Indeed. I worked there for, like, 9 months.
Oh, shit.
I blanked through a lot of it, I'm gonna be honest. Because I don't remember any of it. I mean, the people I worked with weren't my people at all. They were, like, middle-aged to old men. And angry men at that. There was one guy who was really cool, but he drank on the job, almost cut his whole finger off, and then left. So he wasn't the most responsible person. But I didn't work there, or I want to say I didn't work there for long, but God, I did. I almost worked there as long as I did Tokabe, which was almost a year. And Tokabe is the place I worked the most without moving to another job. It was like 11 months, 10, 11 months, I don't know. But moved to the Denver Milk Market. I'm not going to talk too much about it. It was it's this big project that just opened up in downtown like this last June, and it's pretty new. It just opened. It's a really exciting place for like 16 unique little mini restaurants in this one big building, and it had a really nice aesthetic to it, and like it was kind of a tourist attraction more than anything. But I really enjoyed working there for like the 3 months I did. The only problem was coming all the way down from where I live to downtown Denver every day was kind of shitty, especially once school started again, because then my school is in the opposite direction, 20-minute drive, and then Denver is no, it's around the same direction, but still, it was really out of the way in general, like going there, because I had to take the light rail to get to college or to get to my work, because I didn't have designated parking. So I didn't want to park at a garage and pay like $20 every day. Because downtown is it's a fucking mess. It's like Miami. It's a lot like Miami. But then there's also, and then at school, I didn't want to take the light rail to school, so I drive a car. So I drive my car to school, I come home, and then I take the light rail to go in generally the same direction to go downtown. It was really inconvenient, basically.
Yeah.
But after like 3 months, I worked there for like the summer, and then someone at the Einsteins I go to all the time, I used to be a regular here, decided to convince me that they needed a new baker. And I'm thinking, this is right across the street. I don't gotta drive all the way downtown anymore. This is awesome. Like, if I start working here, everything's gonna be okay. It wasn't. Oh my god, I hate this job so much. This is where I'm currently working right now, and probably not a lot longer. I've made a promise to myself, the next job I get is not I'm gonna be doing programming or something. I'm so fucking sick and tired of getting minimum wage and getting fucking I was molested. I can't think of the word right now. Manipulated.
Yes.
I don't know if I told you about this, but this last week. So basically, what I'm trying to say is I started baking here, and I started doing like line work too because I can only bake once a week due to my schedule. And I left my last job. It was giving me $12 plus a lot of tips, like a lot of tips because this was a big place that was getting a lot of people.
Yeah.
And then there's this place who was giving me also $12, but also like no tips. They did have tips, but not as much. But bakers got $13 an hour, which is why I wanted to be a baker. So I told them like, hey, this isn't going to work out if I'm being paid $12 an hour. I need to be paid at least 13. So which is why I'm going to be a baker. Like they're like, all right. My manager at least. I started working there for first like month or so. So, I realized that baking has been doing wonders to my mental health. Or my physical health. I've been fighting a cold for the past couple weeks.
Yeah.
And it's been terrible. I'm always exhausted. Even the days I'm not baking, like going in at 5 a.m, 6 a.m, just not good for me. I'm not a morning person. I've quickly realized. Technically it works better for my schedule, but God, do I still hate it. Doesn't make it any better. I feel like I'm back at Wendy's. I feel like I got tricked into thinking that it was a kind of nice place, but I remember they have a drive-thru. And that we were trying to get everything done as fast as possible, which, fucking fast food. I'm just getting flashbacks. But, so I started working there for a couple weeks. And I feel like my paychecks are a little lacking. So I go, check my little pay slip. They're not paying me $13 an hour. Pay me $12 as a normal line cook. Even though, like, our little agreement was that they were going to pay me $13 an hour for the days I baked. The money I deserve.
The money.
Because I fucking pull my ass to get there at 2 a.m. every day. And they want me to come in earlier now because I'm not doing it fast enough. And it's just ridiculous in general, Like, I come in at 2 and I don't leave till like noon sometimes because I'm so busy and I like have so much to do.
Yeah.
Can't do it fast enough. Lawrence, the other baker, who's been doing it for a year, usually gets out at like 8 or 9. And like, he is so fucking good at it. He does it so fast that I mean, if I was that fast and I was doing it full time, I actually probably wouldn't mind the job.
Yeah.
The baking's actually kind of the highlight, even though it fucks up my physical health. Like I like it better than doing the sandwiches and such, because that's miserable. It makes me feel like I'm back at Wendy's. The baking's all right, but I'm not getting paid what I deserve, or what I've been told that I would get.
Yeah.
So I ask him about it next time I see him, or like next time I'm like baking, and he's like, "No, we're paying 12. That isn't a mistake. You fucked us over with your schedule, saying you're only gonna bake one day a week, and we're not paying you $13 an hour for doing one day." And that made me fucking furious.
Oh my god.
I was so pissed. I don't think I've ever gotten like that heated with a boss before.
Holy shit.
Like, we went back and forth for a bit. I'm like, if you're not going to be paying me what we promised, like, that's the reason I took this job in the first place. I left my last job specifically because I was sacrificing a pretty good opportunity just for a better commute and a slightly better pay rate. And they're not even giving me that. They're giving me less money. And that made me furious. So I went back and forth with them for a bit. I'm like, dude, what if you're not going to be paying me for the baking shift? Why would I bake? Why would I pull my ass to come here at 2 a.m. if you guys aren't going to pay me what I deserve?
That only makes sense.
It does, right? Like,
yeah.
All I want is $13 the days I work. I know that isn't very easy with pay slips and stuff, but figure it out, dude. That's what we promised. Instead of just trying to fuck me over, pretending like they're like hoping I don't notice. He says, we'll talk more about it later. An hour passes, and he's like, okay, I put in a request to give you $13 an hour, and I'll give you plus $1 every hour if you could just show me the hours. I'm like, okay, they don't want me to leave. They are cripplingly understaffed. And they really don't want me to go. Even if that means giving me $13 salary for every shift. Which is a little ridiculous. and made me kind of feel bad for them. Same time, I don't know. I'm immediately job hunting again. I've been working there for like a month and a half, and I'm already looking for a new job. And I don't want to do that because that looks bad on the resume.
Yeah.
But I'm fucking miserable here, and I'm sick, and it's fucking affecting my grades like hell, man. Like, sometimes I just can't go to class because I'm too exhausted. I'm, like, sick.
Yeah, overnights really aren't for somebody who's going to class, I think.
I mean, I try. I bust my ass to get over there and do my job, but it doesn't really work out sometimes. I mean, I'll still get there, and I'll still do my job, but then to what cause? I can't get my homework done in time because I'm so tired. Alright, I'll get home at, like, noon and sleep until, like, 7 o'clock, and then, like, shit, I just slept, like, all night, and then I can't go to bed for the rest of the day. And then I'll get up, and I'll stay up until 8 in the morning to go to my morning class, and then I'll be tired still, like, my sleep schedule will be fucked up. Just for me to go back on Friday.
Yeah.
It's a fucking shit show. I mean, before I move on, we'll move on to this after the story, because I'm just talking about my work history.
Yeah,
and it, again, took way longer than I thought it would. But a couple of weeks ago, I told the story when we first tried to do this episode. I tried to, like, on Wednesdays we get an order, so I gotta put away the stuff in the freezer. Last week, actually, it was Lawrence said sorry to me in advance for how much they were getting in an order.
Oh my god.
So it was like up to the door, like full of boxes. But that wasn't as bad as the week before. Let me tell you this last week. The week before was the worst time I've ever had baking. I mean, I had a pretty okay day throughout. I was pretty on time. I was thinking of getting off at like 10 maybe, 9:30. And then I got to my order. And, I could knock it out in like 10 minutes if I, it's like 50-pound boxes, but I can lift. If I just push myself and go as fast as I can get it done pretty quick. Mm-hmm. I start, and usually plain bagels are the most we get of, or the biggest like amount of something we get.
Yeah.
Because it's our most common thing. So, I stack those. You stack those usually like up to the ceiling, like on big orders.
Okay. So
I'm stacking them, and they're like right up against the door too, or like right to the left. Like when you first walk in, you look to the right. There's all the boxes of plain. So I'm stacking everything. Just doing my thing. I'm like at the end of the freezer. It's not a very big freezer. And all of a sudden, I just hear one fall, and I'm like, oh no. And then just all the plain bagels that I stacked like up to the ceiling topple over and block me into the freezer. And I'm like, what the fuck do I do? Like, I actually could have gotten seriously hurt if I was right there and they all toppled. I remember Lawrence once told me he dodge rolled away from the plain bagels as they toppled over.
Oh, shit.
And actually didn't get hurt. And then another baker, Matt, got hit by one and got stuck in the freezer and no one could hear him for like an hour.
Oh my god.
There are some horror stories about this thing. Like, this is business. This is serious business. So I'm lucky I wasn't hurt. But, I had to stack all of them again, which is really exhausting. So I'm stacking them all a second time, and then I start continuing the order. As I'm continuing the order, they topple over again. And I look at them, and I just scream, you motherfucker. And I'm just looking at it, like, cold, in, like, the 11-degree, like, freezer with my big jacket on and everything. Yeah. And I'm so hot at this point that I actually took it off for the third time. I took my jacket off because I was so fucking hot.
Yeah.
From all this carrying shit. Halfway through stacking it the third time, I realized that the problem was the box on the bottom was so fucked up that it was tilting the boxes. So I had to take it all apart and take out the bottom box and very carefully stack them because some of them were so fucked up beyond belief because they fell on 2 times now. This is the most miserable shit I could I can't stress this enough. It was the worst thing ever. After I was done with all that, I was so exhausted and I felt like I was going to die, but I made it through the end of the day. And then this was the day where I slept for 7 hours. Yeah. The second I got home, I took a shower. I don't even remember taking a shower. Oh yeah, right. And we did the podcast too, right?
I think so.
We tried to do the podcast, and there was this one point where Connor called, or I was like, I'm gonna be home around 1, or 1 my time. So 3 his time. He's going to get off work and be there, ready. Like, okay, I took a shower, and I'm sitting on the couch, I was in my towel, looking at memes, as you do.
As one does.
And I was really tired. I'm fucking exhausted. Like, I felt I was going to throw up, but I was going to push myself to do the podcast. Another part of the reason why we were redoing it. But, so I'm sleeping. I'm on the couch, just looking at memes. I'm, obviously really tired, but I'm awake. And then all of a sudden, I'm in my bed, and I'm fully clothed, in a call with Connor, and he's like he called me, and I just hear, dude, are you all right? And I see that I've been talking to him for 30 seconds, and I haven't said a word. And that was my first second of consciousness. I don't know when I got dressed. I don't know when I went to bed, and I blacked out for like 10 minutes, completely. And my brain was just like, okay, you need to go to bed. Go ahead. Like, that was like the most trippy thing ever. And it's probably not a healthy sign. But yeah, we pushed ourselves to do the podcast, and it's not even out, so it was a little bit in vain. But then I passed out for 7 hours, so it's okay. Anything else to say about work stories, dude? Because I'm a little miserable in mine.
Nope, I'm alright, dude.
I'm gonna find a new job. I'm hoping to be get a paid internship as an IT person, because I'm starting to understand programming now, and I'm in college for it. I might as well put my degree to use instead of working these minimum wage jobs. I'm sick and tired of it, dude. Like, I've heard doing IT and shit is how you get the money while you're in college.
Yeah.
Doing part-time, like, I just don't want to. I just don't want to be doing food service anymore. I'm sick and tired of doing stuff I'm not passionate about. I mean, I love cooking. I love cooking so much, but I hate food service. Like, I've come to hate it anyway. If I was like a chef at a big restaurant, I wouldn't mind it. If I went to culinary school and did all that, I wouldn't exactly be like the happiest I could be, but I'd make it through, and I'd enjoy it to an extent. But this is just like, I feel like I'm back in fast food. I feel like I did a whole 360, or 180. Back to what I started with when I was 16. I'm like, 3 years of work experience just to be back in fast food. Like, I don't know how much I'm going to be working here. And he's like, why didn't you say that when we were interviewing you? Because I didn't know that it was going to be like this. I didn't know you were going to fuck me over with my pay rate, and I didn't know that it was going to be so miserable back here. And by the time I knew, I was already starting working there, and I didn't want to waste your guys' time and be like, no, I'm not working here. I already put in my 2 weeks,
Yeah.
It's so fucking endlessly frustrating, but I'll keep anyone who's interested. I'm gonna probably talk about it more on the show and how it develops. I'm probably gonna do some job hunting this week, actually, while I'm on winter break or Thanksgiving break.
Yeah.
Sorry, but God, I fucking hate this job. In conclusion, fuck.
Speaking of hating things, Jake hates Overwatch.
Overwatch, yeah. Okay. I mean, you obviously have less to say about it, so again, I'll let you go first. Also, I've been talking for the past 20 minutes. I need water.
All right,
Actually, it's more like a half hour, 45 minutes. I don't know.
Get the fucking water. All right, so Overwatch, they just released a new character. Her name's Ashe. She's like McCree's former lover.
Former lover. Yeah, it's implied.
Yeah, former lover / now a villain that's trying to steal some of that good shit from. It's
more like they were always part of the Deadlock gang.
Yeah.
I mean, McCree was part of it before. So they were always bad.
Can you stop freaking interrupting me?
I'm sorry.
It's okay. Yeah, they're trying to steal some stuff from the Omnics, and then McCree's like, nah, fuck you. I'm gonna stop you. And McCree single-handedly stops all of them. It's really cool. Really cool cinematic. You guys should watch it.
Maybe you should. Maybe I should watch it.
Oh, you didn't fucking watch it?
No, I thought you said maybe I should watch it.
No,
we did watch it.
No, I didn't.
We watched it together. I forgot about that, but yeah, I mean, you don't play Overwatch a lot, so I mean, we used to play Overwatch occasionally when I played it on console, but now on PC we don't play it as often. I mean, I play it all the time. You always avoid it.
Yeah, because I don't know. It doesn't seem like it's worth it anymore.
We do have some fun though. We always have fun when we play it.
Yeah, but we also have fun playing Fortnite too, until one of us gets extremely pissed and stops playing it. It's literally every first-person shooter we play.
That's a third-person shooter. Get shit on. But Overwatch is a good game. Okay, I mean it's bad, but it's good. I like it. I play it a lot, and I have a lot of things to say about it. And I'm not going to say all of it here.
Wait, hang on. But one thing, I'm starting to realize something.
Okay.
It seems like everything you do in your life, you like what you do, but you fucking hate the people that do it with you.
Yeah, that seems like a trend.
Smash, For Glory, everybody's a fucking cancer patient. They suck.
I mean, no, you have some good people. I mean, same with Overwatch.
Pretty much. But yeah, Overwatch you find mostly cool people. But
there are always highlights. There are always highlights. Most of them are shitty, but god damn it. Those couple people you do find that are awesome, like really carry a long way.
And you usually team with them because you're like, stick with me, dear God.
Yeah, because I don't want to meet these toxic fuckholes. I have a lot of people that I friended on Overwatch never talk to again, but regardless, I do have some long-lasting friends that I met on the game, like Angel. Yeah, she's pretty cool. Well, I like her. And then, okay, so I was gonna say, I love this game, and I'm like level 700 million. I think it's like 703 now. No, 803. It's like 2-star silver porter. I don't know math, but I do have some merit, basically. I have like 800 hours in the game, and I can say that it's fucking trash. Like, I hate but love the game at the same time. I keep coming back to it no matter how much it pisses me off.
Yeah.
And it's starting to go away. Like, I'm starting to get sick of it, but they just released Ash, who has probably, like, it's revitalized the game a bit for me. Because she's possibly, like, one of the funnest characters I've played from the game. Like, since, like, Genji, but honestly, I say that, but now that she's out and I played her in quick play a couple times, playing her with a full team comp is less fun. I mean, it could still be really satisfying. She's a nice mix between like Widowmaker and McCree.
Yeah.
McCree with some like Junkrat mixed in.
But and also just a straight up robot as her ult.
Yeah, oh yeah, Bob is really fun. I really like her ult. Oh, to do a fucking charger from Half-Life 2 go,
oh god, that fucking thing.
That's basically what Bob is. He fucking charges at you, dude. I love sending him off cliffs and just having my ult be completely wasted, or sometimes he'll just hit a wall and stay there. Like, you can so easily completely fucking throw the ult, but regardless, he's pretty good. And he's also kind of balanced. They actually launched a hero balanced. Is that crazy?
That's honestly nuts.
Hammond was like that too. I mean, I was impressed with Hammond, but also Hammond was buggy, and he still is. And they haven't changed him at all. But I really enjoy playing him now. It's kind of like the same way of liking to play DDD and Smash. He's just fun. He's not good, but he's fun. And that's basically it.
That's all you need to have.
That's right. Like, who cares if they're good as long as you're having a good time? Competitive kind of ruins that, though. I mean, Overwatch's competitive meta is so terrible right now. I mean, it's just... The dive was really annoying with, like, Winston, Genji, all that shit, like Tracer, all diving in. But then they released Brigitte to counter dive, and now dive is dead, and Brigitte carries metas. And it's so fucking garbage, because she's so easy.
I know, she is.
She could be made harder or, like, nerfed again. She's been nerfed, like, a million times, but she could use another one. They keep nerfing the wrong things, really. Like, I really think that if they just got rid of her self-heal, that she would be a lot more balanced. Like, she just has so much sustainability because she has that 500 health shield for herself, and also, whenever she does damage, she gets constant healing from herself and also heals allies.
She's also supposed to be a healer, too, right?
She is a healer, but
that's what I'm
focused
saying.
On damage.
She's supposed to be one, but it also just, like...
AoE healing other players with her damage, like the inspiration, is a good concept, but when she heals herself, it's really annoying.
Yeah.
Because while she's damaging you and holding up her shield, she's getting health back. And it's really fucking frustrating when you're playing DPS and she insta-kills you when she's a healer. It's not a thing that should happen, you know?
No, it really shouldn't be.
Like, the balance of the game is so shifted. DPS healers are like this crazy thing where, like, it's Moira too. Like, Moira and Brigitte were back-to-back, and they're both terrible in their own right. I mean, Moira's kind of balanced, but she still is really annoying sometimes. But Brigitte's just broken. I mean, even if she's in a good spot right now, and she's technically balanced, she's still really annoying to fight. I honestly think the concept of making a character to be frustrating is such a broken broken and like twisted concept. Like I like Nintendo's philosophy of why put it in the game if it isn't fun. I mean, fun to play is one thing, fun to fight is another, and it's hard to balance that out. But if the character is purposefully frustrating to fight, why? Why have it in the game in the first place? I feel like she's a lost cause, but if they remove her, then Dive is going to come back, and then everyone's going to want to die. I think the game itself is a lost cause, really. Just don't play it competitively. Just play it with friends and have fun.
Yeah. Unless your friend is Jake and he rages at everybody who he plays against.
I mean, I have fun. Okay, look, give me some credit here. I might get mad at the game a bit, but I do mostly have a good time. Sometimes I'll overstay my welcome, though. Play a bit too long and get a little bit too mad. Or if I'm a little too tired. I try to avoid the game when I'm tired.
You have your moments.
Yeah, I have my moments. I mean, again, I like to say, like I like the game for the game feel, you know, like all the diversity of characters. There's so many characters to try and master. I like playing Genji and Doomfist. Like, they're very technologically advanced. Doomfist is kind of busted right now, though. Like, in a good way, but it kind of makes me feel dirty playing him. But regardless, I really enjoy the characters too, their interactions and how they go in the world. But the more I play it, the more I start to realize, you know, the characters aren't as diverse and complicated as I thought they were when I first started playing. They're very bright and colorful, right? Like, and they're all different diversities and they got different personalities, but they're sometimes a little one-dimensional. Like Mercy's fucking, she's the healer. She's the girl. That's it.
Yeah,
that's her character.
Pretty much it.
I mean, she had like the interesting depth with Reaper. Like, maybe her res kind of like fucked him over, like her experiments, you know. And there's a little bit of depth there. Like, she wasn't perfect, you know, like everyone thought she was. And then they completely retconned it with Moira.
Yeah.
And now she's just the perfect healer, and everyone hates her as a character too. Like, even in the game.
Oh Christ, they fucked her over so badly.
I'm not even going to get into the patch notes catastrophe. I mean, because last time we tried to talk about Overwatch, we scrapped the whole fucking episode.
Yeah,
because of that.
Criminy.
Because I would go on such a fucking rant. Basically, whenever they put in a patch to fix something, sometimes Blizzard, you know, just creates 5 more problems with one fix. Like, and it just makes the game a lot worse in general. I think one of the best times the game has ever been in was when the game first came out. And that's when McCree could fan the hammer and instantly kill tanks. And I think that was a very simple time for Overwatch. Now, Junkrat has 2 minds. So, like, 3 characters have different ultimates now, and different abilities. Everyone's getting reworked. Everyone has different things going on about them, or like massive changes. I mean, I got to give Blizzard credit. This is their first-person shooter. And they're doing a pretty good job balancing it for their first, you know, game of the genre. But at the same time, I really just wish they would. I wish the game was balanced, but it's really difficult to balance a game with that many characters, especially when you keep adding more. I mean, obviously that's what the people want, and that's what's going to keep it fresh. But at the same time, it's just going to be harder and harder to balance the more characters there are, and the meta's going to get worse as it goes. Like, I hate to say it like that. It sounds so negative, but because I do love the game, and I like the lore they're going for, and how nice it all used to be like 2 years ago when it first came out. But yeah. I think it's, as long as people play it, there will always be new characters. They're to keep putting out new maps and events, you know. But fuck, I can't get past the fact that it's so broken, and it's just progressively becoming less fun to play. And I can play it for shorter spans of time now. I'll play like 2 competitive games and be done.
All right, so I have an idea for any Blizzard devs who may be coming across this and listening.
Okay.
All right. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna make a new game, right? It's gonna be called Overwatch Ultimate. And
Overwatch 2.
No, Overwatch Ultimate. And
God damn it.
Listen, you're gonna bring all of the main heroes back from the original one. And hear me out when I say this. Make a new hero that's a fucking piranha plant.
Oh yeah, that sounds like a good idea. You know what they should... You know what? Actually, we'll go back to Smash Ultimate for a second, because I want to describe the scenario. I got the game early. Okay, so I got Smash Ultimate, right? or or no, let's picture the scenario, okay? The game comes out and I get it and I'm super excited. I come home from work, I put the game in, I'm so excited. It comes up, it's the bright colors. It sets up, and when you click start on the menu, like the opening cutscene or like to the spirits thing shows, like the thing they showed in the trailer for the fucking Undying Light.
Yes.
Shit. The World of Light. I forgot what it was called for a second, but they show that opening cutscene, and instead of anything, like everyone gets vaporized, and when Kirby's escaping, it's actually a little different. He gets vaporized too, and the whole screen goes white, and you're wondering like, what the fuck just happened? And it fades in, and you're in a carriage going downtown. The guy says, "Oh, you're finally awake."
That's where you're going with it.
And then you realize you're playing like Elder Scrolls V Skyrim.
Todd Howard, you fucking did it again.
And then they released that Smash Ultimate never really existed. The footage was doctored. You idiots.
Did you ever see that theory where it was like, or that was like a story? It was like a bug allows you to play Skyrim in Fallout 76.
Yeah. No, those memes are always so great.
It just works, says Todd Howard, creator.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Alright. This
but
has
in
been
conclusion,
an hour and a half.
Overwatch.
We can fucking end it here.
No, dude, we got one more topic.
Oh, it's an hour and a half.
Yeah. I'm saying we're going a bit longer today.
I'll say your computer's gonna have an hour is long for you. That's what you wanted to make the last episode.
Well, that's because I was on 3 hours of sleep and I just got home from a baking shift.
Scrape the shit out of my knee.
But do you want to end it at an hour and a half?
Alright.
I mean, I'm totally cool with that.
Okay, listen. This is gonna be a brief topic just because we've gone for this for an hour and a half. But Undertale is the best game ever made.
It's not going to be a short topic for me.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Well, because you're gonna tie in Deltarune to this, aren't you?
Well, yeah, of course, dude. That's why we're bringing it up in the first place.
I haven't fucking played Deltarune.
Well, I'll avoid spoilers.
The only thing I know about Deltarune is the guy who comes out of the door and just yells, "I'm making fucking mac and cheese and nobody can stop me."
Yeah.
Apparently that's a big plot point and I don't understand what's going on.
Yeah, don't worry about it. But basically, I mean, Undertale's legacy, I more want to talk about just like Toby Fox made the game in 2016. Everyone fucking freaked out. And honestly, it doesn't... I mean, it's a good game, great narrative. I love the music so much. But, it was overhyped by far by the fans. Now when the game fucking exploded and all you could find was Undertale for a couple months and everyone started to hate it, anyone who hasn't played it, because it was getting forced onto them as people freaked out about the game too much. But I was lucky enough to find it when it first came out, before it exploded, like a couple days before, and I played it and I enjoyed it like hell. And then when I went to see if anyone else was enjoying it, I figured out really fast. A lot of people were enjoying it, like enough to bring out a lot of new artists and a lot of new content creators. And I respect the game for what it is, and I don't hate the Undertale fandom. And
me neither.
I feel like that's a controversial statement, because a lot of people hate the fandom.
I mean, it's also like saying a lot of people hate furries and stuff like that. Like, it's not all furries are like what people make them out
or
of.
The extreme.
Yeah, they're not the extremes. Like the extreme
the minority.
The extreme in any fandom is like that's gonna make you hate the entire fandom. Like take the Voltron fandom for instance. There's a very vocal
Voltron's
minority
fandom
that makes you want to hate the entire fandom. But if you really go into it, there's a lot of very, very cool people.
Right. And I really respect Undertale, especially for just, inspiring so many artists and creators, animators, whatever you want to, like music creators too sometimes. In some cases, like, there were so many people that started doing creative works because of Undertale. That's where they started. And I've been following those people since day one, and some of them still do it. Like Camila Cuevas. I love her content. Like, she started doing animations for Undertale. Started making her own little series called Glitch Tale, and it's
best game
fucking
ever made.
And it's just a really good animated series, and it kind of like puts a new spin on Undertale.
I'll say you did talk about that in the first episode, so don't go too into it.
I'm not going to, but I really think it's a really cool passion project, and I liked seeing it evolve as someone who followed her like from the beginning.
Yeah.
Back when like Undertale was a big boom, Yeah, and it did give not only did it awaken a lot of artists, but it gave them so much recognition. It was such an easy entrance into the community because everyone was looking for Undertale stuff. Everyone was looking for Undertale fan art and such, and some people, decided to do start making art and such, and you see where I'm going with that.
Yes, I believe so.
Basically, I just mad respect for Undertale and what they did, and how I love. Okay, Toby Fox knows how to write characters really well, and I think that's like the game's biggest strength is how memorable and well written all the characters are. Most of them. Okay, I'm not gonna say Alphys is fucking Mozart, but maybe Sans and Papyrus are like really fucking good and memorable characters.
But he's Pablo Picasso as a 4-year-old in his prime.
Which is what I would say if I like the graphics, which I do not.
I give it a 5 out of 5 million. It fucking sucks.
Oh, yeah. But I like, Toby's ass was, or
Toby's ass
was a little art. His art was a little ass in the beginning. But Deltarune, dude, like, I think it's a really interesting fact that Deltarune took, or that little 3-hour chapter 1 took 3 years. Undertale took around the same amount of time, the full game.
Holy shit.
So the fucking scope of Deltarune is a lot bigger.
Oh, yeah.
And it really, really not only gives me mad respect for him, but also just kind of opens my eyes to the development hell and how hard it really is to make a game. So I have such a big idea for a game of my own, and it's just me and a couple people. And, I would say I would tone back a bit, but it actually kind of inspires me to do more because he did it. He fucking pulled through. He's going to get a team to do the rest of it. But because there's just so much attention to detail of Deltarune. And there's a lot of things that don't work, and I think he's really brave for putting out the demo anyway.
Yeah.
He pushed himself, like, a lot of the time in the 3 years was questioning if it was worth it to make it, but he decided to go through it anyway. He wanted to finish the demo before anything else. Okay. Because he knew the combat, the old Undertale combat, the whole bullet hell turn-based thing, didn't quite work with Deltarune's like team-based combat, and it didn't really fit as well, especially with the whole lack of choice thing.
Yeah.
But he decided that that's a thing that he can go for once he's done with the demo. Like, everyone's freaking out about this demo, and it's like, oh my god, what's going to happen next, and how is this going to be improved? Like, not even the battle system's going to be safe. Like, we don't even know if the story's going to be the same when the game comes out.
Oh, shit.
We just know that Toby wanted to finish this demo to put it out to the people and see what they think. And after that, form a team. He hasn't started any crowdfund or anything yet. And I think it's really smart of him. He's not rushing himself. And it could come out, like, 10 years from now. We don't know. Like, we don't know how long it's going to take. But it's really exciting at the same time. He really built up a lot of hype with Deltarune. I showed you the ending. Like, that ending was fucking jaw-dropping. Also, the whole... I feel like Deltarune is a perfect sequel to Undertale just because, first of all, it's not a sequel. It's an alternate timeline. Second of all, the game, like, Deltarune, your choices don't matter thing, that whole aesthetic. Are they vacuuming out there?
What?
Fuck? I hear something outside. But basically, the whole your choices don't matter thing. Like, you have choices, but they don't actually make a difference really in the end. And I think that's a really interesting concept, and I think it wouldn't work if Undertale wasn't a thing before it. And I think that's really cool.
Yeah, I can see that.
Like, if the game was just like, you have choices, but they don't make any difference, then people wouldn't take it as well if it weren't for the fact that Undertale is already such a symbolic, like, your choices change the whole fucking game thing. You step on a pebble, the whole fucking ending changes. Like, there are like 20 different neutral endings in the first game, and then the ultimate pacifist and the ultimate genocide, Like, there's just like a lot of different splitting paths, and all of your choices make a huge difference. Then there's that like stark contrast with Deltarune that your choices aren't making any difference. And I think that's just really interesting because, like, I'm sounding like a broken record, but it wouldn't work as well if Undertale didn't come first.
Yeah.
Because then it's like if I have choices, why does it, not make any difference in the end? But the whole symbolism and world building of Undertale really breaks that like disappointment.
Oh yeah, it definitely does.
You think about it, instead of being like, this is bullshit, you're like, oh shit, what the fuck?
Oh shit.
Like it's a subversion of expectations, and I love those when they're done right. But yeah, I'm not going to go on about Deltarune too much. I just, of course, do you have anything to add? I've been going on by myself a lot this episode. I've noticed.
Honestly,
I want to give you some time.
Honestly, when Undertale first came out, I didn't play it at first, but I had heard a lot about it, and I just heard that it was, just kind of a game that. It was a different game. It was a different kind of game that you were used to. So I said, you know what?
Different.
I'll play it. So first I did the pacifist run, and because I'm a good boy, I'm a good-hearted person, and I didn't want to hurt anybody.
Yeah, of course.
And that and I'm trying to think. Undertale and the Infamous games truly made me feel. They made me realize, what happens when I get power into my hands.
Oh, yeah.
I want to be 100% honest with you guys. Just hope I don't get superpowers.
Oh my god, dude. Well, that's the whole moral dilemma of Undertale, right? Like, if you had the power to just reset time, what would you do with that?
Well, no, it's not that. It's because, when I remember back in the days where it's I used to play games and feel horrible for picking the bad side of the stories.
Yeah, but now it's fun playing God.
It is. It's having a god complex is kind of scary.
That's a guilty pleasure. I mean, it is for anybody. You could feel a little bad, but at the same time, yeah. But there's that whole moral dilemma. If you could save and load, or if you're like Flowey and you're literally trapped in this endless loop, and it's a game. I mean, but they're still living and breathing characters, and you can just totally just murder them and get away with it by resetting.
Yeah. Would
you do it? I mean, if you got bored eventually, you wouldn't be able to. Eventually, they'd start being very repetitive, and they wouldn't feel like people anymore.
Oh yeah.
There's something really interesting about the whole Groundhog Day dilemma. The moral dilemma, anyway.
It truly makes you it makes you pay for your choices.
Yeah, and I also respect Undertale for also using that morality complex and remembering your choices, even if you go back to make you try its best and make you feel responsible for your actions. Even though you could totally just go in the game files, it's still a game, No, and make it forget. Regardless, you can do a true reset yourself with just some folder searching, but it does try its best, and I respect it for that.
It does.
But yeah, we've been talking for a while, dude. I'm tired.
I am too. We talked about this earlier. We're gonna get off and we're gonna go play some Fortnite and probably play 3 games and go to bed.
Yeah, I'll record it.
Huh?
Maybe we could do some to record it and have some actually funny Fortnite moments.
I'm not gonna do that.
And it'd be at the end, hey, we got a podcast. Oh, we got the podcast. It's right here.
We're not gonna do that.
Dude, I'll do it. Don't worry about it.
Alrighty, well, getting back to the beginning of this episode. Happy Thanksgiving, guys.
Happy Thanksgiving, motherfuckers.
A good ass day, eating some good ass food. Eating some good ass. I'm what? I've cut the video. Cut it. I'm done.
No. Oh. I guess Connor's dead. That's it, guys. Connor's